The train doors open with a sigh and let me spill into the street. Store signs were waking one by one, but daylight hadn't left its seat. My sleeve still held the office air, my jaw still wore the weight of noon. Yet something in that pale gold sky refused to let the evening close too soon. I thought I'd go straight home tonight, head down, keys out, no second thought. But the hour stretched its gentle hand and made me stay where I got off. There's a softness after labor when the light forgets to fade, and the city looks less like a bird and more like somewhere I can stay. Not forever, not dramatically, just long enough to feel the shift from all day held inside my body to something looser, something lit. Bike went past with ribbon sound. A dog turned twice before it lay. A woman shook a dishcloth out and watched the longer colored day. The windows caught the peach-toned wash. The crosswalk hummed and turned to green, and all the usual weekday edges seemed filed down by what the sky was keeping. No miracle, no sudden cure, just one kind hour refusing speed. And that was more than I had asked, more than I knew I'd really need. There's a softness after labor when the light forgets to fade, and the city looks less like a bird and more like somewhere I can stay. Not forever, not dramatically, just long enough to feel the shift from all day held inside my body to something looser, something lit. Maybe healing isn't loud, maybe it leans across a block. An apricot on apartment glass and asked your racing mind to stop. So I keep walking past my turn, past every reason to go in, because the hour is holding open a little space beneath my skin. And while the day is still half living, I can believe I'm more than tired. I can belong to the small gold before the darker blue arrives. I've seen these buildings all my life, the same railings, same laundry lines, the same old stairwells, paint-worn doors, the same neon from the corner mart. But tonight the branches crowd the glass, and green reflections soften squares. So every room behind the trees looks warmer than I've let it seem for years. A kettle steam behind a blind, a child's drawing taped by tape gone thin, a flicker from a television set, a laugh, then quiet settling. Nothing staged for someone passing, nothing reaching to be noticed. Still I slow down block by block, as if the ordinary wants to introduce itself. And all these little glowing rooms make the street feel less alone. All these lives I'll never enter still somehow steady my own. Not with sadness, not with longing, only with a simple kind trees above are nearly black, but keep enough of evening's blue to frame the yellow, amber, white in colors more forgiving than the truth. I used to think I needed distance, some foreign city, stranger roads, to find that tender kind of beauty that makes a tired heart go slow. And all these little glowing rooms make the street feel less alone. All these lives I'll never enter still somehow steady my own. Not with sadness, not with longing, only with a simple kind of awe. How the most familiar places can still undo the way I saw. Maybe wonder isn't rare, maybe it survives in common things, in curtain folds and dishes drying, in branch-shaped shadows over screens. So I keep walking with my eyes up, letting leaves redraw the block, until the whole plain neighborhood feels softer than it did at work. And even if I never knock or learn the stories held inside, it's enough to pass beneath the trees and feel the warmth through window light. School is wide enough for evening to arrive in layers. Long trunks leaning over sidewalks like old hands lowering the weather. The day is still caught in my shoulders, a stack of calls behind my teeth. But under those large patient branches, something starts unclenching quietly. No one promised me relief here, no signboard says return restored. Just broad leaves thick with summer coming, and a gentler sound beneath my shoes. A marimba pulse from somewhere far, a bus brake breathing at the light. And all the weekday tension in me thinning like heat off painted lines. I can feel the pressure leaving, not all at once, but leaf by leaf, as if the road has learned the rhythm of how worn out bodies seek release. No speeches, no dramatic rescue, no skyline cracking open wide, just trees so large they make room for me to lay the hardest hours aside. A student drags a racket case across, and guard folds up the stand. Someone waters dusty flowers near a fence of warming tan. The whole block keeps its small routines without demanding I be new. And that plain mercy moves me more than brighter things are supposed to do. I can feel the pressure leaving, not all at once, but leaf by leaf, as if the road has learned the rhythm of how worn out bodies seek release. No speeches, no dramatic rescue. No skyline cracking open wide, just trees so large they make room for me to lay the hardest hours aside. Maybe restoration doesn't shimmer, maybe it grows along the curb in shade that asks for nothing back except a slower step at dusk. So let me stay beneath those branches till my thoughts grow less exact, till my breathing matches footsteps and the weak loosens from my back. If grace has any weekday shape, it might be this familiar line. A school road, white trees, cooling air, and time enough to come alive. My sleeves can't tell what month this is. One arm says sunlight, one says shade. The sidewalk keeps a little heat, the air above it slips away. A soft confusion in the weather, no full decision in the sky. Like spring forgot to leave on time, and summer hasn't learned to arrive. I like the way the evening hesitates at the edge of two different moods. Warm enough to stir the skin, cool enough to loosen it too. No sharp line where one thing ended, no loud start for what comes next. Just a hush across the pavement, and the sense of being held between. Part gold, part wind, part near, part gone. Part what was blooming, part what's coming on. And maybe I am like that weather, not finished, not unclear, just standing in a tender middle that feels especially sincere. A bench still stores the afternoon, a side street keeps the cooler breath. The trees are thicker than last week, yet night still lands with gentle steps. A woman ties her cardigan, then loosens it before the turn. And I smile at how the whole world seems unsure which comfort it prefers. Part gold, part wind, part near, part gone. Part what was blooming, part what's coming on. And maybe I am like that weather, not finished, not unclear, just standing in a tender middle that feels especially sincere. Not every lovely thing is settled, not every season needs a name. Some are meant to hover lightly between relief and brighter days. So let the street stay slightly warm, let the air remain a shade more cool. Let the evening wear two feelings and make the mixed up balance beautiful. I don't need a single answer, I don't need the sky resolved, I only need this in between to teach my restless heart to soften. There's a scent that rises low from bark still warm from earlier light. Not floral, not sweet, not clean exactly, just wood and sun deciding night. It meets me near the quieter block where fences hold the day in brown, and something in that deep tree breath begins to rinse the sharpness out. I didn't know how much I carried in the hinge of jaw and back of neck, until the air around the trunks made all that tension feel suspect. Like maybe I had been pretending that strain was simply how I was, when really I was waiting for a cooler hour to say enough. Let the trees settle in, let it darken all the noise, let it touch the overworked places that forgot they had a choice. I don't need a brighter future, I don't need a clearer sign, just this shaded, breathing roadway and the patience of the pines. A floor tom pulls from someone's room, a dish being rinsed behind a wall, the softest red from a vending light, then silence taking back the block. I walk more slowly than I mean to, because the air itself feels slow, as if the trunks are holding evening long enough for me to let go. Let the trees settle in, let it darken all the noise, let it touch the overworked places that forgot they had a choice. I don't need a brighter future, I don't need a clearer sign, just this shaded, breathing roadway and the patience of the pines. Maybe peace is resin thick, quiet, earthy, slightly sweet, not something shining at a distance, something rooted at your feet. So I stay out till the smell deepens, till the light goes copper gray, till the whole worn edge of Wednesday starts to sand itself away. And when I finally reach my doorway, I will carry less inside, because the air beneath the branches knew exactly how to make me light. There's a narrow route behind the shops with stone remember shade instead of sun. Leaves lean over from both sides and cut the leftover heat in half. It isn't scenic in the usual way, no river rail, no famous view, just moss dark walls and quiet footing, and a smaller sky in muted blue. I take it when the day runs rough, when brightness feels too close to bear, when the wider streets seem sharpened by the weight of traffic glare and plans. This hidden stretch says very little, but knows exactly what to do. It cools the breath before the mind, and that alone can pull me through. Take me where the air stays lower, where the stones hold evening first, where the leaves don't ask for attention, only teach the body how to rest. I have had enough of open heat, enough of noise that won't let up. Give me one road shaped like shelter, and I can find my balance back. A bicycle leans by a drain, a window fan hums somewhere high, a paper cup beneath the step turns slowly in a smaller wind. Nothing grand enough for postcards, nothing built to be admired. Still I trust that quiet pathway more than places made to shine. Take me where the air stays lower, where the stones hold evening first, where the leaves don't ask for attention, only teach the body how to rest. I have had enough of open heat, enough of noise that won't let up. Give me one road shaped like shelter, and I can find my balance back. Some relief is architectural, a cooler line through every day, a road that knows how to keep calm before the heart can say the same. So I return to that dim passage whenever the bright world wears me thin, and with each step beneath the canopy, my shoulders drop, my thoughts grow still. If I make it through this season, it may be by choosing where I walk, by turning off the wider road toward the path that keeps its cool. Home was easier 2 blocks back, a straight decision, fast and plain. But I kept following the greener road where branches crossed above the lane. Not running from the room, awaiting, not avoiding anything I knew, only wanting more of that soft distance between the day and going through. The leaves came layered over layered, a moving roof in darker jade. Cars were fewer, voices lower, and dust kept stretching where I stayed. The farther I let the walk continue, the less the afternoon felt mine. Like all the hours I'd been carrying were shedding quietly with time. So I take the longer way, under roads of living green, past the corner store and river rail, past blocks I barely need. No one calls from my hands. A dog tugged free toward cut grass, a cyclist hung by half unseen. Children's voices from a courtyard faded into insect wings. There was no climax to the walk, just more small reasons not to rush. One more tree-shadowed intersection, one more stretch of calming hush. So I take the longer way, under roads of living green, past the corner store and river rail, past blocks I barely need. No one calls me back more quickly, nothing breaks if I'm not fast. And in that roomier kind of evening, the week falls looser from my hands. Some detours waste a life away, some quietly handed back. You can tell by how your heartbeat stops mistaking speed for fact. So let the root expand around me, let the branches hold me late, let the city's softer outskirts teach me not to close the day. By the time I reach the building, night will have begun to bloom, but I'll arrive more fully present than if I'd hurried to the room. Between the facing apartment blocks, there's a corridor the wind has learned. It passes laundry, satellite dishes, potted basil, plastic chairs. Not a grand wind, not dramatic, just enough to move a curtain edge, enough to lift the heat from brick, enough to make the whole place breathe. I stand where two buildings leave, a narrow channel for the dusk, and feel that small current travel through tree branches and balcony rails. Dinner clinks from several windows, a child drags slippers down the hall, and every plain domestic sound feels softer with that moving air. Through the gap where concrete opens, something tender finds its way. Not from rivers, not from mountains, just from this familiar place. And it touches all the crowded thoughts that built up through the afternoon, till even this dense neighborhood feels generous and full of room. The sky is only seen in pieces, broken by the cables and the leaves, but maybe that's why it feels closer, like it has to squeeze through with me. No need for scenic open distance, no need for silence total and rare. There is comfort in the passage of a local wind through everyday air. Through the gap where concrete opens, something tender finds its way. Not from rivers, not from mountains, just from this familiar place. And it touches all the crowded thoughts that built up through the afternoon, till even this dense neighborhood feels generous and full of room. I used to miss these minor mercies because they never announced themselves. Now I trust the slight in passing, things that help without needing praise. So let the evening travel through balconies, branches, window screens. Let it gather every simple sound and make the whole block kind to me. Because sometimes the best relief is ordinary, local, near. A breath moving between buildings, saying softly, stay right here. faster progress, cleaner lines and brighter signs. But I turned where the iron gate opened onto gravel beds and vines. Nothing private, nothing polished, just a city garden keeping time. Flowers leaning over public stone like they belonged to anyone alive. I took the route beside the planters where watered soil held cooling dark. Petals caught the last faint yellow and bees were finally slowing down. A few more minutes then the shortcut of the road I could have taken. But something in the arranged green made me glad the day was not efficient. I choose the smaller, softer way, the one line not by lights but stems, the one that doesn't get me there first but gets me there more like myself. No traffic rush, no storefront pressure, just flower scent and gravel sound, and the sense that even midweek can still be gently turned around. A bench beside the marigolds, a child pointing at a moth, someone reading on a low wall, someone watering after work. The whole place felt lightly tended without demanding gratitude, and that quiet civic kindness worked its way into my mood. I choose the smaller, softer way, the one line not by lights but stems, the one that doesn't get me there first but gets me there more like myself. No traffic rush, no storefront pressure, just flower scent and gravel sound, and the sense that even midweek can still be gently turned around. Maybe peace is a public thing, a bench, a path, a patch of bloom, something shared by strangers briefly before they carry it back home. So if tomorrow feels too rigid, I will know exactly where to turn, past the gate and through the flower beds where the gentler hours return. Because there's wisdom in choosing what won't win the race tonight, but will leave the heart less crowded when it finally goes inside. Concrete over everything, steel rips paint and echo lines. The underpass should feel all function, only transit, shadow grime. But down beside the pillar base, small leaves have found a place to hold a pocket of cooler breathing air beneath the weight of all that road. I never noticed till one evening when I cut below the bridge to save some time, how the dim there felt less empty because something green survived. A vine against a stained up wall, a fern where dampness kept the crack, and all at once the hardest structure had a softness folded back. Even here where traffic thunders, even here where daylight thins, life keeps making room for itself in the places least forgiving. And maybe that's what I needed more than prettier scenes above, proof that gentleness can gather under steel and still be enough. A click drum rhythm from my headphones matched the footsteps passing through. A bicycle chain clicked once, then vanished with the tunnel blue. The air beneath the overpass held leaf scent mixed with stone and rain, an odd but oddly healing blend that made the city feel humane. Even here where traffic thunders, even here where daylight thins, life keeps making room for itself in the the places least forgiving. And maybe that's what I needed more than prettier scenes above. Proof that gentleness can gather under steel and still be enough. Not all beauty asked for sunlight. Not all calm belongs to parks. Some grow stubborn in the underside and teach the mind to trust the dark. So I'll remember that hidden pocket when the week feels built of stone. How a little green beneath the roadway made the whole gray structure kind. Because if tenderness can settle where the engines never cease, then maybe I can keep my own in all the loudness I must meet. The afternoon clung to everything. Window glass, metal rails, my skin. Even the stairs kept holding warmth. Long after work was over with, I didn't notice how much effort it took to carry all that heat, until the first cool thread of air moved through the block and loosened me. No storm arrived to signal change, no dramatic clouds above, just a quieter kind of mercy sliding under all the leftover sun. Curtains lifted in open homes, a paper flyer skated once, and everybody on the sidewalk looked relieved without discussing it. Here it comes, the cooling hour, the one worth waiting through the day, when the city drops its shoulders and the heat begins to drain. I can feel my breath go farther, I can feel my neck release, all the tension stored in daylight giving way to evening breeze. Dusty keys from a neighboring room, a guitar line from someone's phone, the air carrying both at once past the vending machine glow. I had thought I was just tired, thought the heaviness was mine alone, but the weather had been inside me and the wind knew how to lift it off. Here it comes, the cooling hour, the one worth waiting through the day, when the city drops its shoulders and the heat begins to drain. I can feel my breath go farther, I can feel my neck release, all the tension stored in daylight giving way to evening breeze. Not every change is visible, some happen first in muscle and chest. When the air grows kind enough for a worn-out body to say yes, so leave the window cracked a little, let the room learn this new tone, let the softer current travel through the places daylight own. Because I swear the best relief can feel almost embarrassingly small, a cooler breath, a slower street, and suddenly I'm not held so hard. The river kept a strip of light river that was losing heat. I took the path beside the bank, where grass leaned down and bicycles thinned, and let the evening by the water rearrange the pace within. I didn't come to solve a problem, only to walk until the week grew faint. But somewhere near the darker reeds, my heartbeat stopped behaving like a deadline. The city stayed across the water, blurred but present, low and blue. And I could feel the outside quiet teaching the inside what to do. By the river, when the shade grows deeper, I become less sharp, less fast. Every step and every ripple talks me out of holding past. No confession, no big turning, just a body finding time with the water and the evening, and the slowing of its own mind. A runner stretched beside the rail, a paper cup rolled into grass, warm organ tones inside my headphones blended with the insects passing. The whole path moved at half a hurry, even the cyclists seemed to glide. And that unforced shared deceleration made me trust the softening light. By the river, when the shade grows deeper, I become less sharp, less fast. Every step and every ripple talks me out of holding past. No confession, no big turning, just a body finding time with the water and the evening, and the slowing of its own mind. Maybe peace is rhythmic first, a different beat beneath the ribs, before it ever turns to languish, before the brain admits it lives. So I stay till the bank goes darker, till the silver breaks to blue, till the pace inside my chest feels closer to the path I choose. And when I finally leave the water, I am not transformed or new, only gentler in the moving, only more aligned with dusk. A brick wall on the side street wears green like time made visible, Vines have climbed around the cracks and turned the roughness into shade. The whole alley stays a little cooler than the broader roads around. And every time I pass that wall, my lungs seem to remember depth. It's not a landmark, not a destination no one would recommend the view. Yet I have come to trust that corner more than brighter places do. Because it asked for almost nothing, just a pause beside the stone. And in return it gives a feeling like my scattered breath comes home. I stand there for a minute and the day begins to thin. Inhale the damp of leaf and brick, exhale the week I folded in. No words, no wisdom, no performance, only shade that keeps its own. And somehow that becomes enough to calm the room inside my bones. A faint kick pulse in distant traffic, a pipe drips somewhere near the drain. The vines move once against the mortar when a narrow current threads the lane. I think about how much I've carried, how much I made myself contain. Then let the wall and climbing green hold what I don't need to name. I stand there for a minute and the day begins to thin. Inhale the damp of leaf and brick, exhale the week I folded in. No words, no wisdom, no performance, only shade that keeps its own. And somehow that becomes enough to calm the room inside my bones. Some healing grows by covering, not hiding truth but softening it, making hard things less exposed till the body feels it can exist. So I'll keep that narrow corner like a secret plain and mild, where the wall keeps breathing green and teaches me to do it right. And if I leave with nothing visible, no answer, no dramatic piece, it still matters that I entered tight and walked away with easier lungs. These trees were old before I learned how to hurry home from work. Their bark holds years I cannot picture, storms and summers gone to rings. At dusk they keep the final warmth high up in leaves too dark to count, and stand along the neighborhood like witnesses who don't need words. I pass beneath them with my mind still full of lists and leftover speech, but something in their rooted silence makes my spinning thoughts grow weighty. Not heavy like a burden, heavy like a stone in hand, solid enough to end the drifting and bring me back to where I stand. Under older branches holding light, I remember how to slow, not by force and not by failure, just by standing where they grow. The evening settles into bark, the bark settles into me, and all the loudness of the daytime turns reflective, calm and deep. Cello in my headphones matches footsteps on the slope. Someone waters pots nearby, a crow crosses the fading gold. Nothing about the scene is feels steadier than it has a right to be. Under older branches holding light, I remember how to slow, not by force and not by failure, just by standing where they grow. The evening settles into bark, the bark settles into me, and all the loudness of the daytime turns reflective, calm and deep. Age doesn't hurry to explain itself, it simply keeps its form at dusk. And in that unspectacular patience, there is something I can trust. So let me walk beneath those elders till the final warmth lets go, till the questions in my chest no longer need an urgent tone. Because some answers come as grounding, not as flashes from above, but as old trunks keeping sunset long enough to quiet blood. Is thinning into amber, not bright enough to call it gold, just a pale warm wash through branches on parked cars, steps and window frames. The whole neighborhood receives it like a voice lowered in a room. No one stops to name the color, but everybody seems to move more softly. It slips through twigs and cable lines, across a fence, a bicycle seat, across a grocery bag in someone's hand, across the dust along the curb. The world does not become dramatic, it only turns more easily held, and that almost matters more than any blazing sunset could. A little orange through the leaves, and suddenly the street goes kind. Edges lose their afternoon, the hard lines blur inside my mind. Nothing fixed, nothing promised, only warmth diluted thin, but it's enough to change the hour before the darker blue comes in. A dog collar flashes once, a shutter lowers at the shop. Someone leans against a railing, watching laundry take the last light. The branches above are nearly black, but make a lace the color threads through. And I keep walking just to stay inside that tender filtering. A little orange through the leaves, and suddenly the street goes kind. Edges lose their afternoon, the hard lines blur inside my mind. Nothing fixed, nothing promised, only warmth diluted thin, but it's enough to change the hour before the darker blue comes in. I used to wait for bigger beauty, something obvious, something vast. Now I trust these smaller gradients that pass gently and still last. So let the branches keep that color for a few more breaths tonight. Let it lie across the block and settle softly in my sight. Because there are evenings when I need no spectacle, no radiant flame, only this quiet wash of amber to let the day end without pain. the brighter avenue, for the back streets cooler by design. Older walls, closer roofs, and fewer reasons to move fast. The lane is not exactly pretty, dusty loop, dim window light, but after a day of too much open, its contained hush feels just right. Plucked guitar against a drum loop from my headphones, dry and low, matches perfectly the texture of the alley where I go. A scooter sleeps beside a gate, a curtain breathes above a stair. Everything here seems to understand how relief can hide in lesser roads. So I cut through where the shadows gather, where the air turns cool before the night, where the houses stand more closely and the noise gives up the fight. No need for scenic consolation, no need for grander ways back home. This narrow run of shaded concrete knows exactly how to let me slow. Against the wall, a cat that lifts one eye then sleeps, a faucet dripping somewhere deeper into the shared blue of the lane. The city still exists around me, but no longer presses at my chest, because the back street's modest quiet has made enough interior space. So I cut through where the shadows gather, where the air turns cool before the night, where the houses stand more closely and the noise gives up the fight. No need for scenic consolation, no need for grander ways back home. This narrow run of shaded concrete knows exactly how to let me slow. Some comfort is directional, a wiser turn, a lesser known, not escape, just choosing gentler. When the body says enough, go home. So if tomorrow crowds me harder, I'll remember this dark little seam, how a less impressive route can still become the kindest thing. And when I open my front door, I'll bring in less than what I bore, because the shade along the shortcut did its quiet work before. Bus is late, or maybe normal, but the evening stretches it to grace. A stop tucked under heavy branches, with a bench the leaves have almost claimed. The map is pale, the plastic scratched, a brushed symbol hushing distant traffic. And for once I do not fill the pause by proving I'm still moving. The student nudges pebbles softly, an older man folds up a receipt. Headlights turn the corner past, then leave the block to darken slowly. The branches overhead keep breathing in a wind too slight to name, and everything about the waiting feels less like delay than being held. Here beneath the leaf-made shadow, time becomes a gentler thing, not a thief, not a pressure, just a place where I can breathe. No destination disappearing, no panic in the extra minutes, only patience settling quietly with the dark. street. My phone stays still inside my pocket. The urge to check it fades and goes. I watch a paper ad lift once, then press itself against the pole. There's a kind of peace in curbside pause when no one asks you to be more than a body waiting under branches at the edge of day and road. Here beneath the leaf-made shadow, time becomes a gentler thing. Not a thief, not a pressure, just a place where I can breathe. No destination disappearing, no panic in the extra minutes, only patience settling quietly with the darkening of the street. Maybe rest can happen standing, maybe stillness doesn't need a room. Maybe all I wanted from this day was somewhere shaded to resume. So when the bus eventually reaches me, I'll board more softly than before, because the stop beneath the branches gave me more than transport home. It gave me proof that waiting too can hold its own kind of relief when the leaves are thick above your head and the whole street learns to breathe. There's a minute when the street doesn't belong to day or night. The trees go darker into green, the windows wait, the lamps stay off. Cars move through a bluish hush, as if the whole town knows to soften before electricity declares what kind of hour this is. I love that held back uncertainty, the way it opens rather than closes. Not bright enough for confidence, not dark enough for fear to settle. It keeps things tender at the edges, a little blurred, a little kind. And all the louder thoughts inside me seem unwilling to survive it. Right before the lights come on, the world becomes a quieter truth. No spotlight, no full shadow, only dusk in deeper blue. And I can stand inside that pause without deciding who I've been, because the town itself is waiting, and it asks the same of me. A clean guitar line in my ears matches the thin sound of tires. Somewhere a window closes slowly, somewhere a key turns in a lock. The first star might be there above, but wires cut the sky in parts, and still that doesn't lessen anything. It only makes the pause feel closer. Right before the lights come on, the world becomes a quieter truth. No spotlight, no full shadow, only dusk in deeper blue. And I can stand inside that pause without deciding who I've been, because the town itself is waiting, and it asks the same of me. Not every piece is clearly lit. Some arrive before the glow, and branches keep their outlines without becoming fully claimed, because I need this brief suspension more than certainty tonight. This small stretch before the switches, where the heart can loosen right. Branches keep their shape, but slowly lose their color. Green gives way not with a scene, just a soft surrender into gray. I watch the last leaf shadows break apart across the pavement and feel something inside me want to do the same. Collapse, not disappear, just stop holding form so tightly. Let the outline of the hours blur where it no longer matters. The day has asked enough of me, it has taken what it could. So I stand beneath the fading trees and practice ending gently. Let the final color loosen, let the shadows thin and fall. Let the overflow inside of me not try to carry all of it home. If the leaves can lose the daylight and still remain complete, then I can let this wind stay dim without demanding more from me. Tape flutter in my headphones, a soft roads under fingerstyle makes the whole street feel like memory while it's still happening in real time. A bike chain clicks and disappears, a door shuts near the upper floor, and every ordinary ending feels beautiful instead of poor. Let the final color loosen, let the shadows thin and fall. Let the overflow inside of me not try to carry all of it home. If the leaves can lose the daylight and still remain complete, then I can let this one stay dim without demanding more from me. Closure isn't always language, sometimes that's just light becoming less, and the body learning from the trees how to leave the rest to rest. So I'll stay until the last stray slides from branch to road to none, till my thoughts no longer angle toward what should have been done. And when I finally walk on, I'll carry only what I need, because the fading of the leaves has made the whole night easier to meet. One more block before the doorway, one more stretch of quieter wall. The hedges darken into shape, the tape piano in my ears goes soft. No one speaking on the sidewalk, only kitchen sounds through screens. And the road ahead feels less like transit, more like a threshold taking form. This is the part I trust the most, not the leaving, not the middle, but the final shaded section where the whole evening gathers itself. Every every calmer block before it seems to lean into this one, as if all the roads I walk tonight were teaching me how to arrive. Walk me through the last dim stretch before I turn the key inside. Let the dusk settle on my shoulders like a coat I choose to keep. I don't wanna enter carrying every hard edge of the day. I want to cross the final distance, already softened by the shade. A gate clicks once a bowl is set down. Someone laughs beyond the curtain. The air is mild, no longer warm, no longer asking anything. And in that stillness I can feel how much lighter I've become. Not because the week has changed, but because I've changed how I return. Walk me through the last dim stretch before I turn the key inside. Let the dusk settle on my shoulders like a coat I choose to keep. I don't wanna enter carrying every hard edge of the day. I want to cross the final distance, already softened by the shade. Home is not just what is waiting, it's what the road prepares you for. A gentler body at the handle, a quieter mind at the door. So let this lost road hold me briefly, let it close the night in grace, till the tired parts I wore at noon no longer lead my face. And when I step into my room, it won't be like escape or flight. It will feel earned, calm and warm, the way a midweek ending should.